Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Breanna Nicole, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 series on Netflix or Hulu that you guys can watch to boost your Spanish skills. So the first one that I'm going to be getting into is Nicky Jam, El Ganador. If you guys like Nicky Jam or his music, this is a great this is a great show to watch. It is a series, and I don't really think it has that many episodes. It's only one season, and I think it's like 12 or 13 episodes and maybe less. But it's great to watch if you're interested in his music and how he became the artist that he is today, because he does have a really interesting, unique story, and it tells a lot about his life, and he actually does play in the documentary as well. It is a documentary type series, but he actually does act in it, and there actually is like actual show aspects. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not just a documentary, it's an actual show as well. But it's very, very good if you're interested, like I said, in how Nicky Jam became who he is today and all of the things that he had to go through. And it is a very, very cool documentary to watch. I will say, though, it is a little sad at some parts, and it is a little... It does show a lot. I will say that. That's the one thing. It can be very explicit at times, but it's about him and his life. Another great thing about it is that Nicky Jam obviously is Puerto Rican. I think he's like half Dominican too, if I'm not mistaken. But the actors and actresses are Puerto Rican. So if you guys are interested in practicing listening comprehension to the Puerto Rican accent or Caribbean accent, because you guys know there's no like one set Caribbean accent, but if you're interested in the Puerto Rican accent, you guys can practice your listening comprehension with this series, because like I said, there's not a lot of like telenovelas or shows that have a lot of like Caribbean accents, so sometimes it's hard to find resources where you guys can listen and practice understanding and practice your comprehension of that specific accent. So basically, like I said, that's just about his life. If you see me looking down, it's because I have some notes on my phone. The next one is on Netflix, and this is called Senos Si Hay Paraiso. And basically, this one is about a girl who was born into a small town in Colombia, and it's controlled by the mafia. So an angry young woman seeks revenge on the people who tore apart and wrongfully imprisoned her family. So basically, this one is a telenovela, so it's fiction, but it's really, really good. Sometimes some telenovelas that I've watched or started watching or have tried to watch, they have like really, really, really corny acting. But this one, I must say, the acting is very, 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 very good for the telenovela. Which is why I like it so much, because it's just, you get so into it because the acting is so good. Don't get me wrong, it has like its really, really corny parts, but like for the most part, it is a really good telenovela. Like I said, it takes place in Colombia, so you will hear like the Colombian accent, a lot of Colombian slang, but for the most part, it's an easier telenovela to understand for the accent, because you can hear the words being pronounced clearly. But yeah, like I said, that is what Senos Si Hay Paraiso is, and it has a lot of seasons, if I'm not mistaken, and each season has a lot of episodes, so if you start watching it, you will be watching it for a while. it won't end, and it's a great thing that we're all stuck in quarantine, so you guys have time to watch these shows. But no, so the next one is Elite. If you guys have not heard of Elite, well, here I am bringing it to you guys. Elite is a cool show because it's another Spanish telenovela, so of course it's not, you know, anything that's based off of anything real, it's fiction. This one, though, is, I believe, in Spain, or at least majority of the actors and actresses are from Spain, so they do have the Spanish accent, which, if you know the Spanish accent, you know. But you guys, I think on the Netflix thing, you can change it to like Latin American Spanish, but the voices, to me, I hate doing that, because normally when Netflix tries to dub shows, like the voices never match, and like it's just really weird. So I just watch it in the original like voices that they have, the original language, and like I don't change it. But like I said, so you can listen to the Spanish accent and you can get accustomed to how people in Spain talk. And that's basically about, the description basically says, when 3 working class teens enroll in an exclusive private school in Spain, the clash between them and the wealthy students leads to murder. So it's a very, very highly intense drama. especially for like high school students. But it is a really, really good show. It's addicting. Like, I binge watched like I think like the first two, I think there's 3 seasons out, so I binged like the 2 seasons, I think, and like I binged those in like a day and a half. So it's really, really good. And then the last one that's an actual series, that's not, this isn't a series, this is a telenovela. So the last telenovela that I have is Locked Up, and this is also on Netflix. All of the ones that I mentioned previously are on Netflix too. So basically, Locked Up, the description says that it's set up by her lover to take the blame for a corporate fraud. Macarena Ferrero, a naive young woman, finds herself locked up in a high-security women's prison surrounded by tough, ruthless criminals. Basically, this one to me seems like a Spanish version of Orange is the New Black, because there are certain elements and aspects that are very similar to Orange is the New Black, but just like literally the Spanish version. However, this is a really, really good series because, like I said, the difference between Orange is the New Black and this one is that this lady was actually set up. She actually didn't commit a crime. And this has a lot of other problems going on besides, you know, Piper and Alex and like their relationship. So it has a lot of action. Like I said, I really, really do recommend this one. This one is also pretty much set in Spain, so you guys will hear the Spanish accent and how they talk. Not everyone talks alike in this telenovela because there are actors and actresses who are from other places. Like I think there's a lady from Cuba. Her accent isn't as strong though, but not everyone sounds the same. So if you're like, oh, I don't like the Spanish accent or like whatever, it's not super, super, super heavy for each actor or actress. It just depends on who it is, but it nonetheless is a really, really good show. I suggest you guys watch it. I actually just finished it yesterday and it's so good. So I highly recommend that you guys watch it. And then the last one that I have, this one is the only one that I have that's on Hulu. They used to have it on Netflix, but for some reason they took it off. This one is called Celia. Celia is basically about Celia Cruz. It's about her life, how she became who she was, how she became such a nationally, internationally recognized Cuban singer. And basically it just goes from a point in her, not really her childhood, but lately in like to late in her teens to like early adulthood, and like into how she became Celia Cruz and how she's like azúcar. So like it just goes into depth about how she became like I said, a widely recognized international singer from where she was in Cuba and all of her struggles, and it goes into depth about her family and things like that. So I thought that that was really interesting. Like I said, it was on Netflix, but they took it off for some reason and now it's on Hulu. So if you like Celia Cruz, if you like her music, I highly recommend that you watch her documentary because it's really interesting and it's really informative. And like I said, it's really, really good. Also, the actors and actresses are Cuban and Puerto Rican, but they're also Colombian. But because Celia Cruz was Cuban, they all pretty much talk in like a Cuban accent or a Caribbean accent. So if you guys are working on your listening comprehension with Caribbean accents, this is a great show to sit down and watch, and you can practice your listening comprehension with the Cuban accent because like I said, she was Cuban, so you will hear the Cuban accent and dialect as well, which is really good because like I said, sometimes it's hard to find shows that have a lot of Caribbean speakers and talking like a Caribbean accent. So those are the 5 shows. They're all very good, and I have watched all of these personally, so I'm not just recommending you these because I've seen them and they look good. No, I've watched all of these personally and I love absolutely all of them. If you have watched one of these, let me know. Tell me how you liked it. If you plan on watching some of these, let me know in the comments which ones you're planning to watch, or if you have other recommendations for other people that are really good Spanish telenovelas or shows or movies, let me know in the comments. Let each other know in the comments so we can give each other ideas and we can help each other boost our language learning skills. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.